How about working with the CDC? What are we like as people?
Working with the CDC has been amazing. Ever since I contacted Michelle, I think it was 3 months ago, she's just been really on top of communication. If anything would fall off, she would be very prompt about getting back to us. She's been very friendly, cheerful, upbeat, professional, and I think most importantly has gotten us to where we want to be right now. And that was something that nobody else could do. And I'd actually contacted several other unnamed local CDCs who, while they were friendly, just didn't seem to have the creativity and the ability to really think outside the box and what kind of a space would work best for our businesses.
So tell us some specific things.
I'm letting you take this.
No, yeah. You're next.
Tell us some specific things the Frankford CDC has done for you.
Probably the biggest thing the Frankfurt CDC has done for us is introducing us to our now landlord and finding us a space for our businesses. It's something we had looked for
6 to 9 months.
6 to 9 months. We were really trying to find a space, and we met with Michelle and Tracy, and they were like, "We have this great space for you." We went and immediately fell in love, and a month later we were signing a lease. So that's probably the biggest thing. And also I think just having support. It's really hard being a small business owner, and just knowing that someone is there and cares about you and wants to see your business succeed has been extremely helpful, I think. And I think that's a big part of their help. And just, in my mind, I'm always like, oh, or what about this thing? And then I'm like, I'm going to email Michelle. She'll know what to do, or, I know she's there to help us and wants us to succeed and grow. So that support and just knowing someone is there and, knows how to do the paperwork or knows how to get in touch with the right people.
Or is willing to try, even if they don't know, they're willing to make the calls, and they're willing to get back to us promptly and efficiently to move this whole process forward.
Yeah.
Why do you think the Frankfurt CDC is different from other organizations you've worked with?
I would say primarily because of their strength in community, and I know it's sort of the point of a CDC to be rooted in your community, but I feel like they really take it to the next level here, where they want to draw businesses and people from all over the city. Lily and I aren't based in Frankfurt personally, but we're more than happy to have our businesses based here, and they made a really great proposal and argument for why being in Frankfurt was the best for both of us, and so far they've definitely been right.
And I also think, just follow through. I think that there are a lot of organizations out there that have great intentions, but whether they're overwhelmed or what, I just feel like with working with Michelle and Tracy, when they say they're going to do something, it gets done, and that's pretty amazing. So, yeah.
All right, last one. Would you continue to work with the Frankfurt CDC?
Yes.
Always and forever!
Frankfurt CDC. Well,
Frankfurt CDC for life. Absolutely. Even when we first met Michelle and Tracy, it felt like almost beginning a friendship, and that also feels great. And I think that I just can't wait to see where our businesses grow and where the CDC grows and how we can help each other.
I just want to add as sort of women business owners. While there are other organizations in the city that are set up to help women, we've both actually reached out to almost all of them and haven't found that same support. And coming here, we really felt like we were valued, and that our needs professionally were met. And I think that that's something that has really gotten us to the point and kept our businesses growing and moving in the right direction. Ta-da! Yay! So I would say something that was really surprising and refreshing is that there was a point we weren't sure that a space in Frankfurt was going to work for us. We thought we'd found a better space in South Philly, but we were really concerned that we were going to lose, Michelle and Tracy, and we wouldn't have their support anymore. And even though we were still moving our businesses to South Philly, we continued to receive information from them. They continued to involve us in, their community events they were holding here, and their public events, and their business support events, and that, we ended up coming back to Frankfurt, definitely partially because of that support. And
Right.
we knew that we had Michelle and Tracy here, and it made us feel comfortable in moving
Yeah.
forward with the space here.
I feel like we even made a pros and cons list
We
of
did.
like South Philly and Frankford, and probably the first thing on the Frankford list
We're Michelle.
was Michelle and Tracy, and that
Yeah.
was a big thing.
It definitely
So-
made a difference for us.
Yeah.
Go Frankfurt!